Yo, we're gonna go from very lucky guys to a 1 in 10 octillion chance. This is not a clickbait, but a real probability of an event that happened with the luckiest person on Earth. This is Ludger Silberis. He was just an average man living in a city of Saint-Pierre and was known for his troubles with the authorities. One night he was thrown into jail. Some sources say it was a bar fight, and some say that he actually murdered a man. Silberis was ordered to be put into solitary confinement and locked in a single-cell, bomb-proof magazine with stone walls that was built partially underground. The cell did not have windows and was ventilated only through a narrow grating in the door facing away from the volcano. His prison was the most sheltered building in the city. Coincidentally, on the next day, happened one of the deadliest eruptions, killing almost every citizen of the city. Not only he was saved by his cell, but he was also rescued 4 days later, pardoned for his crimes, and later became a celebrity known as the man who lived through doomsday. This is Adolphe Sax, Belgian musician and inventor. Guess what he is famous for? Correct, he redesigned the bass clarinet and also invented the saxophone. But before this invention, he survived the series of events that would probably kill anyone else. Are you ready? He once fell from a height of 3 floors, hit his head on a stone, and was believed dead. At the age of 3, he drank a bowl full of acidic water, mistaking it for milk, later swallowed a pin. He received serious burns from a gunpowder explosion, and once fell onto a hot cast iron frying pan, burning his side. Several times he avoided accidental poisoning and asphyxiation from sleeping in a room where varnished furniture was drying. Another time young Sax was struck on the head by a cobblestone and fell into a river. Someone must have wanted to keep him alive. I guess the guy in the sky just loves jazz. Or maybe this guy, or this one. You choose yourself. This is Juliane Kopke. Just one day after graduation, she flew to her home. The lightning struck the plane and it began to disintegrate. Juliane fell 3,000 meters strapped to her row of seats. She was the sole survivor out of 93 passengers, and she only suffered minor injuries. But this wasn't the end of miracles. She was in the middle of Amazon rainforest, where this, and 1,000 more different things could kill her. But she survived alone for 11 days until she was finally rescued. Maybe this wasn't that terrible. The thing kinda looks cute. This is, well, I hope you know what the 7th US president looks like. He was the first US president to experience an assassination attempt. His assassin shot at him, but the gun misfired. He then pulled another firearm, and it too misfired. What seems especially lucky is that upon testing both guns, they each shot properly on the first try. The odds that both weapons would misfire were only 1 in 125,000. Jackson also participated in more than 100 duels and was wounded several times, but he survived every time. Guess he was just immune to bullets. The guy should have tried a poison. This is Timothy Dexter. Probably the epitome of luck among entrepreneurs. Some of his entrepreneurial endeavors include buying worthless continental currency during war that at the war's end Massachusetts paid at par, while the US government paid 1% of its value. He shipped bed warmers to tropical India, where his ship's captain sold them as molasses ladles. But his most famous feat was selling coal to Newcastle. When his ships arrived to Newcastle, all coal miles went on strike and his cargo was sold at a premium. You may wonder that maybe it wasn't luck and he was actually a genius that predicted all of these events. Just trust me, he wasn't. This is what his biographer wrote about him. There are but few men who are sufficiently attentive to their own thoughts and able to analyze every motive or action. Among these, Timothy Dexter was not one. This is Edwin Robinson. He was blind for 9 years as a result of a car accident. One rainy night, he wandered out of his house and stood under the tree. He was struck by lightning and survived. But not only he survived, he also gained his sight back. It is really difficult to estimate odds of this event, but some doctors said it's really not physiologically possible. So I guess the odds are around 0. This is Frane Silak. He probably survived more different near-death experiences than any other human. First, he survived a train wreck that killed 17 people. Then he survived the plane crash that killed 19. Then a bus crashed into a river, drowning 4 passengers, but not him. Then he survived a car explosion. Later, he also survived being struck by a bus in a car crash. After all these fortunate misfortunes, he won more than $1 million in a lottery. This is Bill Morgan. He was almost killed in a car crash and even was declared clinically dead for 14 minutes. After being revived by paramedics, he lapsed into coma. His family were advised to turn off his life support, but after 12 days, he miraculously woke up and fully recovered. He later won a car in a lottery, secured a new job, and was engaged to his future wife Lisa Wells. His luck attracted the media, and they asked him to reenact his scratching of the winning ticket, which he did. After buying another ticket, he won $250,000. Not bad for a dead man. This is Joan Ginther, and she is the luckiest human in history. She first won the lottery in 1993, when she won around $5 million. Then she won another $2 million in 2006, and another $3 million 2 years later. But everyone knows that fourth time's a charm, so she won another $10 million, bringing her total winnings to $20 million. The probability of winning jackpot in a lottery is around 1 in 10 million, so the probability of winning 4 lotteries is around 1 in 10 octillion. To put it into perspective, to win one lottery on average, you need to spend your whole life buying a new ticket every minute, and she managed to win 4 lotteries. But do you know who is really the luckiest person on Earth? After billions of years of universe's existence, all the atoms assembled the way, so you were born. Click the video and subscribe to the channel. So it's you. You are the luckiest person on Earth.